Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to share with you my plan for my LS XR3135 tractor. As you saw in previous videos, I picked up this tractor a couple of years ago and put it all back together and been using it primarily for snow cleaning here at my property. And I have to say this tractor performs really well. For snow clearing, it did a great job. Lots of power. I love the fact that it's shuttle shift, power steering, live PTO, all those, creature operator amenities or comforts. Very, very satisfied with the tractor. I have about 80 hours on the engine counter right now. Back when I first got the tractor, I put in a request for a loader with LS, and because of things that are happening in the world and disruptions or shortages of material, I've been waiting for 2 years and I haven't been able to get the loader that was designed for this tractor. So what I ended up doing instead is I bought another loader that was meant for another tractor. It was meant for a McCormick tractor, not an LS. But the tractor, the loader itself was made by a company called Allo, and Allo is a very well reputable company that make loaders for a whole host of tractor manufacturers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt that loader to fit my LS. There's a couple of things that have to be done. One is you need to be set up in order to move equipment around, which is bulky and heavy. So the use of my car lift with that beam across will be used to move the loader up and down or side to side as I try to do the fitment between the loader and the tractor. The other consideration here too is that the mounts for the loader that attach to the tractor, of course, they were all done to mount up or fit up to a McCormick tractor. And since we're dealing with an LS product, some re-engineering in that respect was necessary. So that's another consideration that will have to come into play. Another factor is the McCormick brand is red and the LS is blue. So another factor is the whole thing has to be, like everything that's red on the loader has to be painted blue so that it matches with the tractor itself. And then other considerations are the hydraulic aspects. So I may have to reroute the high pressure hydraulic line in order to have the proper clearance around the loader mount, and the hydraulic ports for the loader themselves. I may have to do some moving of that as well to get all the proper clearance. So those are just a few of the things that need to be looked at in order to do this retrofitting of this particular loader to this type of tractor. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to wipe all the parts down with grease and wax remover. So I'll use a clean paper towel and I'll just wipe down the surfaces. I'm going to use a little bit of this wax and grease remover and a paper towel. We'll just clean this measuring cup. And I'll do the same for the air gun. Okay. Okay, so I have some bar salt here. That's going to be the solvent I'm going to use to reduce the paint. Here's my paint. It's made by Corset. It's Equipment Enamel, and it's Landini Blue. So we'll open up the can. So there you go, that's the color. So that will match the tractor really well, I hope. Or at least that's the plan. And as you can see, the paint itself is pretty thick. So because I'm using an air gun, an air paint gun, we want to reduce this so that we get, you know, it operates properly in the air gun, and we get a nice coating. So I'll get a paintbrush to wipe off that paint. So I contacted the manufacturer, and they recommended the ratio of paint to solvent, and they recommended between 10 to 15%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a measuring cup here. So I have 1 cup or 8 ounces of paint. Actually, I might have to pour it directly into the gun. So I'll use a filter, pour that into the gun. And then I'm going to add, so 15% of 8 ounces is 1.2. So I'm going to add 1 ounce of bar salt. One ounce of bar salt, and then add that to my mix. Not a lot of paint. So I think maybe since this is the first time I'm doing this, maybe we'll start by painting the small pieces first. Like the pieces that are hanging there on the rack. So my compressor puts out about 120 to 130 psi. I don't want to spray at that pressure, so I have a pressure regulator in line, so I'm going to step the pressure down to about 60. So let's see what the spray pattern is like on this test cardboard right here. It's not strong enough. So let's add some pressure. So I have the regulator set at 60. Let's see. Okay, we'll try that. I increased the pressure a bit higher. Let's give this a mist coat.